guys, this is Slap Out Lash Girl Melissa coming to you live. I love to do lives here on Facebook. I mean, I'm always on Facebook. I had to turn my light off there. Now that lighting is a little bit better here on YouTube. It is not really summer here yet, but I'm always in the mood for summer. I'm a summer girl. I always have been a summer girl. I love summer. So I've already done my base face. It's done. I'm using natural light today, so I'm not using a light ring or anything like that. So you're seeing the all natural me. This is my base face. I'm going to talk about that just for a minute because it's very, very simple to get a base face. And then we're going to do a simple eye look that you see using products that you may not even thought about using before, okay? So right now I've got to have some cocoa. Cocoa and summer don't go together, do they? But it's okay. We're going to do this together. Okay, so my base face basically is primer, well, moisturizing, of course. You need to moisturize your face. Make sure you do that. That's the number one. And if you hear my dog, he's snoring. I'm sorry. He's in the room with me, and he's American Bulldog Pit Mix, and so he's kind of nasally a little bit. So just bear enjoy it. That's all I can say. He likes to be in here with me. But what I did was my Flawless 4 is what I use to do my face. Make sure you use the sunscreen too, a moisturizer with a sunscreen. I'm using Younique right now. Younique is a new skincare line by Younique, and it's wonderful, and I've been using it for about, this is March, so I've been using it now for 3 months, and I do see a huge difference in my skin and my face, and I also do exfoliating as well. But my base face is generally my primer. I use Younique's primer. I use this primer here. Use a very small amount of this. I've already done my base face. This is my base face. I don't have on any bronzer or anything like that. This is strictly this product here. I use this first. Let it set for about 5 minutes, and so that it adheres to your skin, and then you're ready to move on. Don't try to do it too quickly. So, and then the next thing I actually put on, I use 2 different concealers. One is a shade darker than my foundation, and the other is a shade lighter. So what I do is I go in and I conceal with this color right here, which is Taffeta. And this is Skin Perfecting Concealer. I saw somebody pop on and say, hey guys, for popping on. I don't see the names, but I see you popping on. But this is Taffeta. So I covered up brown spots with Taffeta. And then I use this under my under eye. Hey, Amberly. Hey there. It is a beautiful Sunday. I use this under my eyes. I don't use foundation under my eyes, so I never put foundation there. So be mindful that less is more when you have an older face. And one thing I do use our Younique skincare line. Hey, Susan. I know I hit green again. I'm shocked. I should have worn green, but I didn't. It's kind of cold here today, and I'm thinking summer. But one item I think you could get from the drugstore that I think you would really love is CeraVe. See it? CeraVe, this is a eye repair cream. Wonderful. I usually put this on before I put my primer on, and then I will put primer over it after it sets for a few minutes. So you really, your base face is very, very important. You need to take the time to do all the steps. Just please make sure you wear an SPF on your face. I always do that. I always put CeraVe. It's it's ultralight, I believe. I don't have it in here with me, but it's ultralight, and it has SPF. I want to say of 30 or 45. I cannot remember. But this right here is, I mix this with a little bit of my primer and these two combined give me a wonderful under eye, experience. I call it an experience because it really is, because all the lines and wrinkles we have under our face, under our eyes, this really does help it set. And then I use my fingers to press it out. I use a brush to apply it, and then use my fingers to blend it out. And then I use It's by Pores translucent powder right here to set this. Now, don't bake. Lord knows, don't do that. You don't want a whole lot of powder. You want it to be minimal, minimal, minimal. Minimal means right now I could use what's in this right here. I could use that to set it. You don't need a whole lot of powder. And then you're going to use, I use this Morphe brush. This is a Morphe brush. It is a M536, and I got it at Ulta. Cannot remember the price of it, but this is a great brush to kind of set the under eye. So basically, that's what I'm using. Does the lighting look okay? Does it look too light? I could tone it down just a tad. Maybe it needs toning down just one tad. Let me see. Is that a little better? That's a little better. Okay. So here we go. Let's get all bronzified. Bronzing is life. I think bronzer is key for, I don't care how old you are, you can use bronzer, okay? Now, you don't want something that's really, really glittery, but I'm going to use Younique. I'm going to use two different ones, and I'm going to use Malibu, and this is Sunset. So let me show you the difference in these. Malibu is darker, and Sunset is lighter. So ta-da! Here we go. Can you tell me which one is Malibu? Yes, you can. You can tell. This one's darker. This was one you can tell I use quite a bit. This one is fairly more new, and see, it's still kind of rounded. These are made on terracotta plates. They're baked, actually, on terracotta plates. So when you get down to the end of this product, you'll start seeing lines, and that means it's time to reorder. But this one is lighter, and this one is darker. Today, I'm going to use the Malibu, because that's what I have on my eyes. Yes, I have. This is bronzer and blush. We're going to use a blush and we're going to use a bronzer. So basically, you're going to need a brush like this. This is my Younique's Fluffy Crease Brush. Wonderful for the hooded eyes. It works really well. It's not too big. It's not too small. It's perfect for blending. It's perfect for application. But the first thing we're going to do my brow. And then we're going to add a little bit, yes, this is what I use too. I use our Mineral Touch. This is it, Mineral Touch pressed powder, and this is the color Velour, and it is a pressed powder, but it's absolutely beautiful on your eye. And we're going to apply that first, and then we're going to do my eyebrow. I'm going to show you a really cute, fast tip for that. Aloha! Thank you, Amanda. Welcome. When you're saying aloha, does that mean you're from Hawaii? Never been there. Probably will never get to go to Hawaii, but that could be on my bucket list, right? One thing I like about this powder is I have a brown spot right there. You can see it. This does help to cover it up. It gives me a nice smooth kind of canvas over it. I've already put my primer on. Yes, always use a primer. You need to wear a primer on your eye. I've already done that. For the sake of time, I've already put this on, okay? This is Younique's primer. I love it. Absolutely love it. And I do set it with the It's by Pores. Hey, Lori! I'm recreating the summer look because I love it so much. This is going to be my to-go-to on the weekends for sure. For sure. All right, so I'm going to only use this darker side. And you just take your brush and you kind of tap it in. Make sure you hold the back of the brush. You don't want to have a lot of pressure by holding it up here. You want to have back. You want to be light-handed with this. You really do. And basically, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to start in the corner down here. I'm going to start, you see where my hoodedness is? My hoodedness is, my crease is way down here. So I kind of lean my head back and I find the little spot right up here on this brow bone. And I just kind of start going back and forth across there. So really what I'm doing is creating me more of a lid. I'm creating a lid that I don't have. So I hope you guys are doing great today. We had a lot of rain overnight, and we are only going to be in the 60s today. Yesterday we were in the 80s, and I'll probably be sick is what's going to happen. But I'll probably wind up getting a cold or something like that, because yesterday was in the 80s. I worked out in the yard, and I had the same eye look, and I want you to know it lasted all day. My husband was like, that stuff really stays on well, doesn't it? Anyway, you can zoom in. Anyway, you can zoom in on the eye. I don't know if I can or not. I haven't tried it on here. It's cold there. I bet it is. Oh, there you go. Whoa, God. Now you can see up my nose. Woo. Look at, see how pretty this is? But this, I'm going to show you exactly what it is. Is that better? I hope it is. Lord, I look like a giant now. But this right here is definitely the way to go. Yeah, you can see it now. That's a good idea. I didn't know you could do that on here, but you can. Wow. Woo. Yes, I do have on Epic Mascara too. But basically what I want you to do is I want you to, and if you need to pull your skin out just a tad, you can. There are right and no reasons, you know, no right or wrong reasons to how you do makeup. You just kind of simply go with it. There you go. So now once we got this started, we're going to do my brows really quick. Now, this is a wonderful, used bronzer as my shadow yesterday. Don't you love it? Bronzer just gives life to your face. It really does. When I get done with my eyes, I'll zoom back in so I won't look like a giant. But because basically I'm looking like a giant right now. Let me find my spoolie. Here it is. This is a brow liner. pencil, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use Prim. This is an eyeliner, but I'm going to use it on my brow. I'm going to use it to tightline here. You can also use this on your lips if you want. I'm not going to use it on my lips today, but it is a great, great eye pencil. And I will link everything in the description box that I've used once I'm off of this live. So make sure you come back and check to see what's there. So I did soap brows the other day. That was kind of cool. Soap brows, yes. There is such a thing. And it's a lot of fun too. And if you don't have brow gel, you can use a soap, like glycerin soap, just like this. That's what you use. Maybe I need to do a tutorial again on that. But I did it on my Facebook page. So if you're not following me on Facebook, I would love to have you follow me on Facebook. A lot of people will find me here, and then they'll go to Facebook and find me there. And I do tutorials on there every day of the week. Mondays, I have Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I'm at like 6 a.m., which is Central Standard Time. And then on Thursday nights, we have Ladies Night. You still don't understand how to bronze your face and contour? We're going to do that today. We're going to contour with it because I'm not using the Sculpting Trio to do any kind of contouring. I'm just going to strictly show you how to freehand the contour. See how quick it is to do this? This is like the perfect color, y'all. It is. Look, and these things just glide on. Look at that. Whoa. They glide on like butter. But they set in about 30 seconds. So if you're using them, be mindful of that. See how quick and easy? Look. There. Yeah. Wow. I look amazing. No. This is Prim. This is Prim. It's the perfect. You need Prim and you need Proper. I'm going to use Proper here in a minute. But I'm also going to tightline with this Prim. See how quick and easy that is to do this? Now, the one thing is you want to keep in mind that as you're using a pencil, you're going to need to go back and use the spoolie to kind of smooth things out. And it looks like I need to add a little more on this side now. I don't want them to be twins, but I do like for them to be sisters. You know what I'm saying? And this right here kind of sort of has a gel-like property to it. So, but they set in about 30 seconds. So if you're going to use these, make sure if you want to kind of brush it out a little bit, you try to go ahead and do that within 30 seconds. So I'm going to take my spoolie again, and we're just going to come through it. You don't want any clumps, no clumps. And basically, I'll comb this hair up and come over and just out. How easy is that? How easy is that? That is like the easiest brow you'll ever do. An uncomplicated brow, that's what I like. So now we can move on to adding the blush. We're going to put a blush here. Now you cannot get this blush. It is no longer available with Younique, but I absolutely love it. This is Serene. But, however, you can grab Sisterly, which is a brand new one. Now it's not going to have as much shimmer, but they are very similar. You see this? They are very similar in color. This just has a little more gold in it than this does. But this, you can see, this has it has a little satiny kind of beautiful. It's not as glittery as this. So you may have a blush already that you like, but I will list the Sisterly in the description box. But I love this. I have an extra one of this, but you want to use like a little shader liner brush like this. See, it's like this on the end, and this is Younique's brush. Absolutely love it. It's made with boar hairs. And what you want to do is when you're dealing with any kind of shimmer product, and I'm 56 at this day. Today I'm 56, so I will be 57 in September. But because I'm a Libra, so that makes me a Libra. But you pat this on. Now I want to put it on my whole entire lid. That was the reason I didn't bring any dark color down here yet. I'll do that afterwards. But look how pretty this is. Oh my goodness. And I am going to use this again. We're going to use some bronzer. We're going to use blush. Pretty much that's basically what my whole entire face is about, other than my base face that you saw earlier. Now I'm going to come back and blend all this out. I've got to get my brush again. And we're going to come back and grab with this bronzer. Sorry you hear Chi-Chi. He is my 10-year-old baby. So now I come back and I kind of go in the crease to kind of blend the two together, because you want them to you want to marry them there somewhere on your face. You want them to get married. And we're going to blend this up now. Just blend it up. And we will come back and we'll kind of use the velour to, it sounds like a motorboat. Now pop some here in this corner now. See, now that I've gotten, I just think it's so pretty to add this over the top of the blush. And you want to brush it straight up. Just like that. How pretty is that? It is, I love these colors. For summer, they are just incredible together. And so easy to do, and it's effortless, and you don't have to have a whole lot. What is the dark side of the bronzer you're using? This is just Malibu. This is the matte side, and this is the shimmer side. So when you mix the two together, they're beautiful on your face. And we're gonna, I'm gonna zoom back in and not out like this, but I want to finish my eye for you first. So let's do, I'm gonna use Proper. Proper is darker. See, here's Prim, and there is Proper. Now, Proper probably needs to be, I need to sharpen it just a tad. Now, I do have to come back and use Prim in just a minute, but I want to go ahead and get this liner done. And you don't want, when you're using these, you don't want it sharp. You want it to be just like that. You want it to be rounded. I always like to do it rounded, and then we're going to come in and just add a little bit of liner along here. Now, if you can't do that, I'm going to show you a different way to do it. I'm going to do it 2 different ways for you. This is just strictly, I started my pupil and go over. I have really close set eyes, so I don't like to bring the color all the way in. Now, if you've got wider set eyes, you can do that. You can start down here and draw the line all the way across. That's just up to you. For me, it's a personal preference of just starting here and going over. That way my eyes look wider apart. I don't need them to be. I don't need them any closer than they already are, okay? Thank you, Emma, for sharing. And then we're going to come here in this corner, which you can look at the natural curve of my eye. It goes down. I have the droopy eye on this side. And some of that comes with age, and some of that I was just born with. I was born with hooded eyes. But you want to start right here in this corner, and you want to flick this out. And you can do it ever so slightly, a little at a time. See that? Boom, boom. It just darkens that corner for me. I love a dark corner in my eye. For some reason, it just sets my eyes off. I think it makes my eyes look a little wider. So once you get, see, I have to pull my skin. That's the bad thing about when we get older. See how good that looks? And then you go, oh, heck, what happened to that? That's the reason I like the dark. And you can kind of pull it out. And you may have to go across that little line. See, there's a line right there. So I have to be real mindful of where that line is. And I can take it out, and then I just draw the line back, just like that. Boom. And it really doesn't matter that it's a wing, okay? I just like the darkness. And then you want to connect it right underneath here. And I always take my finger and kind of wipe it up, just like that. Now I'm going to add, we're going to come back, and we're going to add a tight line under here. So if you cannot put, say like all of your skin maybe sitting on your lashes, then what you want to do, I don't have that problem yet, but what you want to do is lift this up very slightly, and you just follow the lash line only. Just darken the lashes. And that will give you the same effect as having a liner on top. So it gives you that appearance of having thicker lashes, more volume. I love doing it that way. I do that quite a bit. But I don't want the darkness down here. What if your hood sit on your lashes? Wing it or not? I wouldn't wing it. I would tight line it just like I just did right here. I would lift it up and I would tight line it right underneath, right along your lashes. That's what you want to do. You wouldn't want to do this part here I did over here. That way you can just darken it. You can just use the bronzer there and darken that side, but you'll get the same kind of effect because you're going to put your mascara on anyway, and your mascara is going to set everything off. All right, so here I want to use Prim. I used it on my brow. Remember, I used it on my brow, but I'm going to use it right here. I'm going to tight line with Prim. Now, I don't want this part to be too dark, so Prim is like the perfect, beautiful middle color. It's not going to be too dark, you know, because this is a summer look. Look at the difference mascara makes on your face. Mascara really sets things off. Now, this is not a Younique product, but I love it. It is, I don't think you can read it, though, because the writing is in silver. But this is Lasting Drama Soft Nude by Maybelline. It is waterproof, by the way. It is a soft nude. See that? It's a beautiful light color. I like this better on my eyes than, say, using a white. I think white sometimes is just too stark for me. I'd rather have a softer color. And unless you have a lot of redness in your eyes, then use the white because that will counteract the red. But I basically will take this and go right through here. Whoop, and just lighten that area up just a tad. Just a tad. And then we're going to come back and we're going to use illuminator. And we're going to use a little bit more of, I've got it. This is a Morphe brush 2. This is an M508, I believe that's what it says. It's a smudger brush, but it is by Morphe. You can see it's by Morphe. It's backwards to you. You can't read it. But I'm going to take the dark part of the bronzer, just right across here like that. Tap it off, and then you want to bring it right underneath here. Depending on your eye shape, you can bring it all the way in. I usually stop at my pupil and go over, simply because I don't want to make my eyes look any smaller. But I do love the color underneath, and I take my fingers and most of the time kind of smudge it out. And then we're going to use an illuminator called Benevolent. Benevolent is beautiful for mature skin. It is an illuminator, and you can see I use it quite a bit. I probably use my fingers in it and stuff too. But this is still available. This is like the perfect color for the mature eye. See it? You see the difference? That is the illuminator. That's what you see in the corner of my eyes, this color here. It's not too light and it's not too dark. It's the perfect complement for your inner corner. And so I'm going to find my other little brush. I don't know what this brush is. I don't know the name of it. I don't know where I found it. But it's kind of tapered. You see, it's kind of tapered. It's kind of dirty too, but it's kind of tapered. But this, you take a little bit of this, tap it off, and you're just going to apply it right here in your corner. Right in that inner corner. And it really does open up your eye there. Now you can use this. I'm not going to use it today in that way, but you can use this as a highlight as well. Hey, Cole, where you been? How are you, girl? I'm bigger than life. Look at me. My face is like huge in here. Now I'm going to come back and grab this brush here. This brush is fabulous. Now, I applied my foundation with this brush today. I used this side to do it. This is the powder concealer brush. But I love to use this side. Oh, thank you, Cole. I love what I do. I really do. Younique has brought me so many fabulous friends. It's such a sisterhood, and it's so much fun. Don't you? I love this brush, too. This is my favorite. It's one of my favorite. I have 2 of these, by the way. I do. I use one for, see? I have 2 of these. One's for powder. This is the one I actually used for my foundation, and this one I use for powder. You can see the difference in it. This is the powder. I used Behold Setting Powder to set my foundation today. So we got to do some mascara, so let's do that real quick before I zoom out, okay? So I'm going to use these handy. Now, Younique used to make these. They don't sell these anymore, but this is a Younique product. It's just they don't have it anymore, but I do love to still use it. And you don't necessarily have to curl your lashes, by the way. Because this mascara will actually has curling property in it. And yesterday I couldn't find my Epic. This is Epic. Epic is comes in 2 colors. It comes in brown. It comes in black. First time catching you live on YouTube. Hey, how are you, Angela? How are you? You use the small end of the powder under your eyebrows in your inner corner. Yeah, it's perfect. You just come through here and around. I did that at the beginning. I showed how to use it. First time watcher, new products to me. Oh, hi, Sherry. I am on Facebook, so I'm going to put everything in the description box afterwards. My face is not normally this big. I've zoomed in so you could see that I have green eyes, by the way. Hey, but this is the brush that comes with Younique. See that? It is absolutely got the perfect separation for your lashes. They wound up kind of looking like falsies. Now, we do have a product called 3D Fiber Lash, and you could add some fibers to this, but, you know, mine look really long. And this is 2 coats right here that I have on. Just 2 coats. So, here we go. This is the way I do my lashes. Yes, I'm on the subscription. We have a subscription service for the mascara. You can get it every 30, 45, 60, or 90 days, depending on how much you use it. Now, I think I'm on the 45-day plan. So basically, and I know this is probably not the proper way to do I always come over my nose. I don't know how I learned to do that, but I just do it this way. But I'm going to put on one light coat. And it's about time for me to open up a new one, but this one is still working pretty good. It working pretty good, it is. I know I need to turn my hand. I know I need to learn how to do it that way. But I don't mind zooming in. And look at my under eyes. Now, I have that set with powder, and that's concealer. Concealer mixed with primer. A little bit of primer. Thin it out, and the primer really helps the concealer kind of to set. And you let it stay on there just a few minutes. And then it warms up to your body, and you spread it out with your fingers. And I'm telling you, it has the best staying power of anything I've ever used, not powder. Then I use a little It's by Pores powder to set it so it doesn't move. Yes, welcome, Angela. I had a best friend in high school named Angela. We are still very good friends. She doesn't live too very far from me. One of my best friends, and now, for those of you who are wondering, most of you on here are already customers of mine, and I see your names when you pop on here. But I am from a small town called Slapout, Alabama. So that's why the handle is Slapout Lash Girl. And I'll here on YouTube. So I'm trying to separate my lashes here. But it's actually called Holtville. So if you look on the map, it's very close to Montgomery. It's the middle of Alabama. But I actually live in Wetumpka now, not in Slapout anymore. I grew up in Slapout. It's a small little place. It's a small little place. But I'm telling you, YouTube kind of brings everybody together. I swear I love this mascara. It is like the best. Now, on the bottom, all I do is right underneath my pupil, and that's it. I don't think you need a lot of mascara on the bottom. You don't. You don't need a whole lot of mascara on the bottom. Everything needs to be up and not below it. Just think less is more when you're thinking about underneath your eyes. Now I'm going to show you a cute little trick for your lips. I love to do the lips this way. It's a very summer kind of lip. I'm going to let that dry, and I'm going to come back and add another coat. But I need to kind of zoom. I don't know how to do this. There we go. I don't know how I can do it. No. There I go. Yay! Gosh, I'm technology savvy today. We're going to use Malibu. And we're going to take, I have one designated brush that I use only for bronzer, and that's this brush here. This brush here is Younique's brush. It is a blusher brush, but I use it for my bronzer. And we're going to contour real quick. I'm going to talk about contouring. Now, turkey neck, if you've got a turkey neck, you want to take a little bit of this bronzer, tap it off, and you just kind of want to dust it right along the edge of your chin and up, kind of mimicking a shadow. And you can already see that it's working. I got some turkey neck right here. It's not bad yet, but it's coming. It's coming. I'm learning to kind of figure out how to age gracefully, which is what I want to do. But, you know, now the light's changing in here. The light always changes. I'm using natural light, by the way. I'm not using any lighting today. So I'm using whatever's outside is what's coming in through my window. So when you want to contour your nose, bring this together, tap it in the darker side, and just kind of come down the side of your nose on each side. I do. I like to kind of bronze my nose up a little bit. But you can contour just like this. Boom. And then you can come back with a little powder to lighten it up if you need. But as far as contouring here, I don't have, I did put a little light here like concealer. So you're going to have light, and then you're going to have the contour, and then you're going to have more light, right? So that's what we're doing. We're taking this, and it's going to go this way. And I'm going to start right in this area. Just push it straight up. That's all you do. Push it straight up toward your ear. I do not know what my dog is doing over there. He's having a good time, though. I think he's getting in the toys. He's a mess, is what he is. For those of you who already know about Chi-Chi, Chi-Chi is an 80-pound American Bulldog pit mix. Now, to contour, have you ever heard of the 3 method? The 3 method? You can contour doing just like this, a 3. Wayne Goss does this quite a bit. He talked about it. You just make the number 3 on the side of your face. And then on the other side, you're going to kind of make a backwards E, I guess you would say. Or a backwards 3. But see how much bronzer warms your face up? It makes your face just absolutely glow. I love it. Let me see if I can fix this lighting one more time. It just seems like it's too light now. That's better. It's giving a glare or something on my face. I don't like it. So there is the bronzer kind of method. Now I'm going to brush this off. I'm just going to kind of slightly come back over this on my nose, right through here. But if you're trying to contour and depending on the size of your forehead, if you're wondering, you know, because my hair covers up my forehead. So if you're wondering about the method up here, I did this yesterday on my Facebook. Your 4 fingers, you can contour to the moon and back. You can go from here all the way to here, from temple to temple, all the way along that hairline. If you can put 3 fingers like me, and they fit perfectly, then you just need to contour here and leave the space open right there. And then if you can only get 2 fingers, then don't contour at all. Don't put any contouring up there at all. You can just skip the 3 method and just kind of come do a 2 or do a half a 3 and then a half an E on this side. Okay, don't less is more. You don't, because when you add all that dark and you can only get 2 fingers there, it will make your face look smaller, your forehead look smaller. So unless you're wearing bangs, and then it doesn't matter, because I wear bangs all the time. I like bangs to frame my face. I really do. Now I'm going to use a little bit of blush. We're going to use Sweet. Now our blushers used to come in these little containers like this, but now they all come in the little round ones like this. So I'm going to use some blush. You just discovered, oh yay, well welcome. I'm from Alabama, if you know where that is. I do speak Southern. I can't help it. So this is what I love to do. I think it's really pretty to take a blending bud, a moist one, and dip it into your color. Now this is a color Sweet. You can get Sweet still. I love Sweet. It's just not going to come in a big container like this. And I'm going to add Sweet. I'm going to start here at the corner of my eye, and we're going to go up. That is the only place I'm going to add Sweet. Just a little bit of Sweet. I think it's the most beautiful summer color. It will go with any skin tone. It does not matter. It's your color. You can guarantee that Sweet will be a nice neutral color, especially if you're kind of scared of color. So take your fingers like this, and then you want to kind of, if you want kind of a sun-kissed burnt look that gives you a nice warm color, you can do this right here, and this right here is where you would apply a little bit more color. So you can add it here, and it will definitely give you the look of you've been out in the sun. It just gives you a more youthful kind of look, and I love the way a blending bud applies it. This blending bud my girlfriend gave me, so I'm not sure what kind it is or where she got it from, but I would recommend Elf. Elf has a really nice one too. But if you're needing to figure out placement, just do your fingers like that, and you'll know, oh, that color goes right there. Right there. So yes, follow me on Facebook. I would love for you to follow me on Facebook. We do a lot. We have ladies night on Thursday night, like I was saying, and we have such fun on ladies night. You can have your own little private beverage in your own house while you're entertained by my silly self. And I always try to learn something new and bring something of value for the mature face. I'm 56, like I said, and I'm just going to be the best I can be whatever age I am. It truly is acceptance, and so I'm learning to accept it. Accept where I am in life. I'm going to add that other coat now of the mascara just to kind of thicken it up. I like for it to set a few minutes and then come back and add a little bit more, because then it really thickens up. This mascara has polymers in it. I don't know how it works, but they wrap around each and every lash, and they make them thicker and fuller. So, Pocket. Hey, Pocket. That's the cutest name ever. Is that your real name? Is it a nickname? I love names. I love to know about family names and stuff like that. All right, let's do this lip. The lip is fabulous. It's fun. So what we're going to do, I have Hottie on. Now, I use a Hottie Lip Plumper by Younique. And when I get on my face, my base face on, I will put on Hottie so that my lips are very moist and they're plump now and ready. It plumps up all those little fine lines, and so it just makes your lipstick and stuff go on better. So we are definitely going to do a little surprise fun thing. All right, so let's grab Pouty. Pouty is like the perfect neutral pouty lip liner. Is why they call it Pouty. But normally the lip liners are like this long. So you can see that I love Pouty. Pouty is getting kind of short. And Pouty probably needs to be sharpened. She always needs to be sharpened most of the time. So we do have a sharpener. So if you order a liner, I would recommend you get the sharpener, okay, with it. The sharpener is like $7.50, something like that. But the wood on these, like I explained yesterday, are very thick. So something from the drugstore may work or it may not work. So if you get the liners, I would recommend you get this. Get the sharpener. Okay, so let's line the lips. I don't have a big top lip, but that's okay. Pouty is like wonderful. And when you use Hottie, I'm almost out of, well, this one is empty, but Hottie comes like this, and it is kind of pink. And see, I've almost used all of this one. My other one is in my purse. Which is not sitting beside me. I have a dog sitting beside me, but not my purse. All right, let's line the bottom. And what we're going to do, we're going to fill it in. This is so cool. I love this lip look. It's very pretty, very summery. If you're going to the beach, you'll just be a knockout when you do this. You will. And I'm going to use a Sunset. I'm going to use the lighter. You see how pretty this lipstick? I mean, it's not lipstick, but it's just a lip liner. And this stuff sets in about 30 seconds, so it's not going to come off. You can go eat, drink, whatever. Even if you just put this color on and put a lip bonbon over it, which I'm going to do. I hope I have it. Yeah, I do have it. We have a lip bonbon. We have tinted lip bonbons. There's like actually 5 different colors, but I'm going to use Vanilla Milkshake because Vanilla Milkshake has no color. And so for this, we need no color. So this is it. Comes in a little case like this, and it does, you know, it screws on and off, so you can't just open it. You have to turn it to open it. And then here's your wonderful color. It's really no color, but it smells fabulous too. So put the Vanilla Milkshake on. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Put it on all over. And then I want you to grab your bronzer. Grab your bronzer. You know you love it so much, and you know why? Because you're going to kiss that bronzer. And we're going to use Sunset. I'm going to use the lighter one. Now you can use Malibu, depending on your skin tone. If you like a little darker color, you can do it that way. Now this has a matte and a shimmer. So what we're going to do is kiss this baby. And we're going to kiss it in the area right in the center. So, and then I'm going to flip it, okay? You're going to go like that. And then you're going to turn it and kiss it just like that. And then you're going to have this beautiful color on your lips, and you're going to spread it in right into the Vanilla Milkshake, okay? And then you got this beautiful summer kind of bronzy lips. And I call it lasting color. It really is beautiful. I love it. So how is that for a trick? And if you want a little shimmer sheen, you can put a little bit of clear lip gloss over it. And I would only put it right in the center, which is what I normally do here. Right in the center. I'll put a little bit of Hottie. And then ta-da, we are done with this look. Ta-da. Now if you want to come back and add a little shimmer shine, you can't get this color here, but if you got Sisterly, you could take Sisterly. I'm going to take this because I love this color. And I'm going to use this brush here. It's a blusher brush. And you can add a little bit of shine right through here. If you've got a illuminator that you love, you could put Benevolent over this that I use here in the corners. So I just think it's a gorgeous look. I love this summer look. It is my favorite, and it's very easy. And if I weren't talking you through it, I can do this look in about less than 20 minutes at tops. from start to finish. I'm talking about from my foundation, all of it. But talking you through it is a little different. So there you go. Ta-da! It's a beautiful summer kind of look. I really love it. So with that being said, I've got to get off of here. I've got other things I got to go do. But I appreciate your time and watching. And please like and share if you think this is of value. And also, please subscribe to this channel. I never say that, and I need to learn to start saying that. Subscribe to this channel, because usually I come on every Sunday and do a live. I don't really have time to sit and film and edit like all these other YouTubers. I wish I did, but I don't, because I work a full-time job too. And I have a mother that I take care of as well, so with dementia, and it's just a kind of a busy world in my life. But I love my makeup, and I love to help women. So, all right, guys, I will see you again next Sunday. I'll think of something else wonderful to bring to you. Maybe you can learn something next Sunday.